Famous celebrity Dave Portnoy has been involved in the crypto space for a while now. And he even launched a few of his own meme coins and participated as a degen in the Solana ecosystem, trading memes when memes were hot. Well, now the news story is coming out today from Dave Portnoy himself. He posted this on X. I wanted to talk about this. Last night, Dave Portnoy bought $2 million in crypto, saying, when there's blood in the streets, I'm like a great white shark. And he showed, his crypto portfolio, and he's talking about how, he is buying when there's blood in the streets, $2 million worth of cryptocurrency, thinking he is buying the bottom of this market. And here's the deal, guys. The reality is Bitcoin, as of yesterday, was having its worst November in 7 years. That's the reality of the situation. We have not seen a November, that red since 2018. At 36% moves to the downside in 2018. I don't know if you guys can see that. It might be too small. We were at 18% negative price action for Bitcoin as of yesterday. Now, today we're up a little bit. Bitcoin is right now showing something around like a 15% loss in November. Still very significant. But this is one of the worst months that we've had for Bitcoin at 18% losses since 2022 in June. Now think about that, guys. This is supposedly the most bullish time period for crypto ever before. We have a pro-crypto president. We have crypto legislation coming down the pipeline. We have Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, who's talking about how the crypto regulation bill the Crypto Clarity Act is going to be passed any minute now. We're talking about maybe in Thanksgiving time or just after Thanksgiving. The president of the United States is the first president to ever do a crypto transaction. These are very bullish things, yet we're having the worst November in 7 years and the weakest November, the worst month in the last 3 years. What is going on? Is David Portnoy truly buying the bottom? Or is Dave Portnoy about to get wrecked? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip. I am currently trading this market. My Bitcoin short is still $2,900 in the profit. My stop loss or my take profit is set at $1,000 in the profit. And so I know that I will win this trade regardless if it does get stopped out. I also opened up a short on Solana, and I also opened up a short on Aster as well. Now, these coins, Aster's had a little bit of a rally lately, though Bitcoin's been showing some weakness. Solana had a very big dip down to 127. It rallied back to 141. I do have suspicions that Dave Portnoy is a top signal. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. Now, if you guys want to trade these markets, whether you want to go long or short, you can sign up to Blowfin using the link in the description down below. Now, there is a deposit bonus there when you sign up for Blowfin and you deposit some funds. But if you don't deposit funds and you just sign up using our link in the description of this video, you will get access to our private Discord, where there are some trade signals that are put out for you. You have to do your own research, as always, my friends. But if you want to get access to our private Discord, you just sign up for Blowfin. All you need is an email address, and it's free to do. So you can check that out if you haven't done so already, and you will get to join us in our private Discord. Today, Bitcoin is at $93,400, which is, better than it was the other day. We saw Bitcoin go all the way down to the 89,000. What exactly? Let's take a peek at that together. So we saw Bitcoin wick down to what? $89,700-ish dollars. Obviously, Bitcoin has been in quite a stumble lately. And so I really understand why Dave Portnoy, the celebrity who has got tons of money, is like, look, Bitcoin's down 30%. I've got $2 million, which is nothing to a guy like Dave Portnoy. Historically, we've seen these 30% crashes. Just look back, from we saw in 2025 a crash earlier this year, 30%. We've seen other crashes, 30%. He's looking at this like 30% crash. That's a standard crash for Bitcoin. But what somebody like Dave Portnoy I don't think understand, and maybe doesn't care about because he's so wealthy, is that Bitcoin historically has actually stumbled 77%. Now, if he's investing into altcoins, even like Ethereum, and Ethereum has what is a classic bear market for Ethereum, from its highs to its lows, we see Ethereum even come down 94%. So if Ethereum's going to come down from its highs 94% again, there's a chance, guys, that you could see Ethereum come down to $281 from its current price of $3,000, which if that's the case and it comes down, let's just say it comes down to $300, you can still get a 90% correction from here on altcoins. And so I think that when I see Dave Portnoy making these purchases, instead of it making me bullish, in fact, it kind of makes me more bearish. And here's exactly why. If you look at the purchasing past of Dave Portnoy in cryptocurrencies, this dude buys the highs and sells the lows. It's just what he's done a lot. He admitted that he messed up, fumbling his XRP bag before the XRP pump. He admits that he bought XRP at the top. He was buying his meme coin as it was crashing, lost tons of money in the meme coin market. And now this dude is coming out saying he's the great white shark, buying $2 million in crypto. I think if we were to look at the reality and the numbers of Dave Portnoy and his crypto experience, this dude has probably lost millions of dollars, okay? It's hard to play the crypto game if you're not paying attention, okay? And the reality is Dave Portnoy, as a celebrity who's doing pizza taste tests over here, and he's doing this over here. He's hosting golf tournaments on YouTube. He's doing all these different things. This dude has no idea really what's going on in crypto, but what he does understand is something that's very important. Crypto is here to stay. So one thing that Dave Portnoy is certainly right about is that crypto is a beautiful asset, I feel, especially Bitcoin. And what I think he's also right about is that it's smart to buy when there's blood in the streets. But if we're going into what is a true bear market for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, what Dave Portnoy might not realize is that there is tons more downside potentially ahead. And the fact that Bitcoin is having its worst November in 7 years, and we're kind of right on track for this 4-year cycle bear market potential to come, these are all signs that are leading me to believe that we're probably going to have a standard bear market. And I'm very curious to see how Dave Portnoy handles a potential bear market, which could present, a potentially, again, over 70% crash. And that crash could last for the next 392 days. Well, from the high to what could be a potential low for Bitcoin, maybe 392 days, that would bring us out to about really next October, okay? Basically next October, next November, 1 year of bear market. And I think that what I like to do is, sure, I don't think it's a terrible idea, by the way, to be DCA. I think it's actually a smart idea to be buying when there's blood in the streets. And maybe there's going to be a bottom here, right? There's a lot of people like Tom Lee that are predicting a bottom here. I could be about to get wrecked on my shorts. Well, I won't get wrecked on my shorts again, because what I've done is found a pretty successful trade here. I got my stop loss set. So even if this trade goes the wrong way for me and I get stopped out, I know that I'm going to profit $1,000 on this Bitcoin trade personally. And I'm doing that over on Blowfin, by the way. And if you guys want to trade as well, sign up for Blowfin in the link in the description down below. I don't hate the idea of buying while there's blood in the streets, but I also do believe that there is a chance that we could be going into a greater market. And one thing that I, in fact, posted out on X today was that I posted this. A little doomy gloomy. We are doomed. The top is definitely in when Stool Presidente thinks he's buying the dip. Dead cast bounce happens every single time. What do I mean here? Well, I mean, when we see these bear markets, we see these crashes that start, and then there's like this bottom. He thinks he just bought a bottom. He maybe did buy a bottom. Maybe we get a bounce for Bitcoin. Maybe we see Bitcoin come back up to the 200-day moving average, and then we're going to get a rejection back down. We see these dead cat bounces, which give people hope. People come panic buying back in, and then we get one fell swoop that, we get that typical bear market. I am not saying the top is definitely in. I posted this on X, but I'm not saying there's no definites, okay? I probably shouldn't have posted that on X. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but I did want to comment on Dave Portnoy buying $2 million in crypto. I think that there could be much lower prices for Bitcoin potentially. For those of you guys that have been trying to accumulate one whole Bitcoin that maybe haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, I think we will have lower prices. That's my opinion. Again, I still leave about a 10% chance at this point in time that we could get more continuation in this bull market, but I'm feeling about a 90% chance in my mind that we are currently in a bear market. Smash your like, subscribe to the channel. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. 2 videos right here if you want to check them out. DCA HODL, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till next time, peace, y'all.